Good morning, Cyber Traders. Welcome back. It is June 14th, our morning meeting. How's everybody doing? Good to see you, Mark, James, David, good to see you. Ken, good to see you. Amy, Solomon, good to see you, Gaul. All right. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday, and it is going to be a busy day. We all know haven't had this happen in a long time, but the Fed is obviously making a lot of noise. I've been doing this for over 23 years. I've been running a professional trading room probably, I would say, since I started, probably 20 years, longest running trading room going around probably in the industry. And the reason why I bring that up is that historically, since when I first started, we got a lot of fireworks with the Fed coming out with interest rates lowering, raising, low and raising. And then, we had this really slow period when we got more towards President Bush when he finished and then President Obama took over. We were at zero interest. I mean, zero. So it's like there was nothing to look forward to. It was just always at zero. Now we're getting fireworks. Things are starting to go. There's, rumors going around that they're going to probably raise it again. They've been raising it a lot lately. So hopefully everybody locked in those rates a long time ago. I know I'm not refinancing anytime soon. But anyway, market likes it, which is important. So it's not nothing scaring going on right there. Have a little more growth in the economy, and let me tell you, you could see a lot more fireworks going with the 401k and everything else. Now, regarding about the day trading part of it, what we did yesterday, we did have a lot of good stocks that did make some nice little moves yesterday. Let's talk about those, and we're going to touch upon and get right into see what's moving in this morning. We had the J-Nut that did really, really well, and you know what? She's doing well again. So J-Nut is going to make the cyber trading watch list. So JNUG. Now, with that, you also had Nugget. UNUGT. Same thing. Making a lot of noise, making a lot of fireworks. We did really well with that one. Some of you did really well at that 230. And then obviously she backed off. But Nugget, another one. NUGT. All doing really, really well. So now remember, fellow cyber traders, when we go out there and we trade these stocks, remember they're ETFs. They're very hard to follow the high frequency trades. You have to be that $500 plus day trader, because you're going to be risking. You can see the size of the spread that's going on right now. So you got to be very careful when it comes to that. So remember, there's a lot of you here that are rookies that just started out, and we'll talk about a bunch of different ones that are making big moves this morning. But I would be really cautious trading. Once again, unless you're experienced, stay away from these. Another one, HTZ, that we traded yesterday, did really well. HTZ, nice push. Basically, this is what all it was about yesterday morning. I mean, this thing just popped, went from 870 to 970 in an hour and a half. I mean, we pretty much all were done after that one. And the SM, great trend, great push, all the way going into the close. Had some nasty shakes when it started getting past, which the cyber clock always tells you that. Once we got past that 11 o'clock, but then we got back at 2:30. Nice little push last 30 minutes. It was good for a nice 20 cents. Overall, it was a pretty decent day. I thought the afternoon wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be, because everybody obviously was watching the Attorney General sessions on Capitol Hill, which was kind of funny because I was watching it and I couldn't believe, I didn't know it was on every station, even on the local stations. I mean, all the news stations was shut down, so it was a pretty big thing. So anyway, I always look at that also affecting the market being quite quiet on certain stocks. But now we got some fireworks going on. We got the Fed coming out, and there are a couple of good stocks that are making some big moves. So let's get right to it and see what's going on. Biggest mover on the watch list right now is BKD. Now, it's got a pretty decent spread. The spread is not horrible right now. She's holding right here pretty strong. She had a big hit from yesterday. She had that nice little pop. She backed right off of 14. She came right back. So this is a little bit of a bottom fish, okay? So I don't know. Maybe the news that they came out with was really not that serious, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not really completely sold on it, so I probably would stay away from it. Not what we're looking for due to pre-market. Now, MBOT. Some of you remember this stock. If you go back when we traded this stock back here, you could see that stock when we traded it back in August. That stock had a great run. It went from $2 all the way to $25 in one day. Yes, new traders, we do trade stocks like this, and yes, there are stocks that do go up 3, 4, 500%. So, and the only way you're going to know that is to stick around. You'll see it. They do move. So, but it also, we did trade it a couple not too long ago when right here that stock also had a really nice move. So keep the stock on your watch list. We'll see how it's got a nice little push. We know how it trades. It's got good spread. Probably as of right now, it's in the 2 category. So the MBOT, we're all over that. We'll keep an eye on it. Now, there were other stocks that were on this list. The only thing I didn't like about them, I thought the volume was a little light, and in pre-market. But the HRB, I'll throw that out there. HRB, not terrible. Obviously came out with news after hours, but pre-market's kind of flat. Really hasn't gone any there. Nothing. We need something that has good volume, good movement. Now, the USLV. Look at that trend. The stock is going up. I know we talked about it a little bit earlier in the trading room. Obviously, some of you guys are looking at it right now, but she does have a really nice push. You could see that stock is starting to build a little bit of a Fausto flag. So the USLV is going to make our watch list right there. Great volume. 170,000 shares have already traded, so we got that one. And then we have this one right here that also has a really nice push, great volume. It's not up a lot, but once again, this is another stock that's taking over from the last couple of days. It took a big hit, so it could be a little bit of a bottom fish. You could see it right here. That stock took a big hit right there from 12, went all the way down to 11. So it's testing major resistance levels, which is right around here. And that's probably why it's not really getting to that resistance levels of 1270. But we'll see if it does break out of it. Then the stock can probably go back past 1350. So GNMK. All right, losers. What do we got there in the losers list? Only thing that I saw that had any decent volume, which is stock, and I did mention it earlier too in the trading room, is a stock that's getting killed. I mean, $18 stock. I mean, this is why we don't hold overnight positions. This is why we day trade. Because you wake up one morning and you're like, oh, I'm going to hold it. Maybe it'll come back tomorrow, and then bam, stock goes to 9. By the way, fellow traders, how much lower could this stock go? 0. How do we know that? Because we day trade. We see it happen all the time. Does that a guarantee? Well, maybe death and taxes, but I'm not going to be trading it with your money. I'm with my my enemy's money. I mean, you got to be careful when you trade the stocks like this. But you might get a little bit of dead cat bounce, so we'll throw that in there. And another one that also that I kind of saw that thought I had some good volume. Where is it? Yeah, this one has gone on downtrend. This we already know about. It's been a big pop, but it's a little bit on a downtrend. All right, so let's go. By the way, any stocks I'm missing, I did not call out. Al Rogers, my buddy from Long Island. How you doing, Al? Ken Thal, bringing up dryers. DRYS. All right. So what is going on with dryers? A lot of you remember this. We traded the stock. It went up with all the stock splits. The stock was up almost at $25,000 when you really think about it. Stock is getting destroyed. But surprisingly, it's kind of like, I don't know if it's starting to build a little bit of a trend, but it's kind of like hovering right here. It's starting to build a little base. Let's keep an eye on the volume. I've noticed it's been up the last, 4 out of the last 5 days, 6 days actually, which is pretty, which is good when you look at one of the advantages of candlesticks. You're seeing the color, you're seeing the consistency. So let's see what happens, with this Ken. You know what? But it's not a day trader as of right now. DRYS. We need the stock. If you're looking at it, it's got to start passing $3, $4 as a long term. Ron F says, Fausto, check out the MTBC trade. Okay, now the MBCT, great trend, up 23%. You notice it didn't come up in this watch list, but yes, it's one I called out earlier. And I know a lot of you guys have been looking at it. It's building a little bit of a Fausto flag right there. Nice little trend, nice little push, inexpensive stock, good spread, great volume, 26%. Hallelujah, put it on the list. MTBC. And if you guys got it so far, I think some of you are already in it, right, from 8:30 this morning? All right, because if you did, you should have it at $1.70, so you're looking pretty nicely. By the way, is it ever too late to trade the stock? No, because it's only 9:15 in the morning. We got 15 minutes until the market opens up. But great iceberg orders out here. All right, guys. So we got a pretty big list here. Now remember, we're going to find a lot of new ones that are going to come out. So let's see when the market opens up. So maybe 2 or 3 of them will be pretty good, you know, and then the rest will be garbage, and we'll always find some new ones out of nowhere that just kind of just make the list. Looks like people are just holding their orders until the market opens up. But overall, just be careful with the brand name stocks because we've got to see what's going to happen at 2:30. So this afternoon's meeting is going to be a pretty interesting one to see how it turns out. And I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to show you how to trade earnings in the afternoon meeting, so don't miss that one, all right? For all the new traders, listen, we have an event that's going on today at 4:30. Let's go out there, try to recruit new traders in the cyber group room. So I look forward to some of you guys to come up and be there and support CTU. And then don't forget, also, you have Traders Talk today at 1 o'clock. All right, guys? Good luck today. Happy trading. And, one last thing before we go. We are just starting to launch a whole new library of training videos of all the platforms and everything on our YouTube channel. So we're going to start sending some emails. If you don't want to start watching them, please log into your, please go there. Like us on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. One of the things we want to start building up, so I feel like that's where we're going to be able to also find a lot more new traders out there. So we'll let you guys know about those videos as they come out. So as long as you're on our email list and then set that little window for the alerts, as soon as they get up there, boom, you'll get an alert, so you'll be able to watch it. All right? Good luck, everyone. Happy trading, and let's make some money today.